Okay, folks, it's 9 o'clock, Sunday night, UK time. It can mean only one thing. It's time for the Sunday Nighter, isn't it? With me, Mel the Train Tutor, your host for the next... Well, let's see how we go, eh? How you doing, folks? Wonderful Sunday night. No, I don't know what time daylight changing times are. I'll just wait for my alarm to wake me up, because it happens while I'm normally sleeping. There. Right. Improvements. Yeah. Getting there with the live chat. Had a little bit of a hiccup, yeah, connecting, but we should be connected on Facebook as well. Yeah, so if any of you Facebookers, and I see there are 7 of you Facebookers watching, 8 of you Facebookers watching, lots of interest on Facebook tonight. Yeah, say hello in the comments. Yeah, join the chat. Oh, chat's going quick. Yeah, it's at 72. Oh, loads of people have jumped off Facebook. You don't want to chat, do you not? Okay. Right. Bit of update, Danny Taylor. Evening, mate. Hi, all. Hey, up. It's Dave's brother. Terry Digger. Right. How far are you from Chicago, Duck? Jay's calm. Right, 90. Oh, God. 14 on Facebook. Hello, hello. Listen, you Facebookers, say hello. If you're watching, come, it's a bit of a party. Now, we are working on the lights. I have figured something. I've been testing out in there. Yeah, and I'll look quite rough. One, I haven't had a shave today, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I had a lazy day, I decided. No, Sunday, I'll do my house cleaning, and get my jobs done and that sort of stuff, and I wouldn't have a shave. Well, it's not like when I used to be in the army, I had to do it all the time. Right, and I'm enjoying the fresh face. Anyway, moving onwards. Yeah, obviously life stuff going on, that sort of stuff, that's quite going on quite nicely, to be perfectly honest. Stuff to do early next week and then just back into work. Yeah, obviously health, I am looking a lot better, I'm feeling a lot better, and, every day it's a better day, guys. So, not quite there yet, but every week we're getting better, and I think by the time I get to Adepticon, I'll be all sorted and all good to go. Right, I see loads of people chatting. Right, today we have loads of people on Facebook. Right, the Google Doc is open. Yeah, I don't know if that link's on Facebook, but if you need it, let us know and we'll throw it into the chat. Yeah, if you've got any terrain-related questions, come along and check them. Right. Let me get this one right. Now, if you do have any terrain-related questions, yeah, you can throw them in the Google Doc. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be getting to the Google Doc because we're going to be messing around a bit and we're having a bit of a play. Yeah, we like playing. I've got something to show you down here that I want to have a play with. Yeah, and I think you're going to like it. But anyway, yeah, we're going to right, Google Doc. If you've got a question, there is a link down below. Yeah, you can jump on the link. It'll take you to Google Forms. You do not need to be logged in. There's 3 questions. It'll ask you what your screen name is, what platform you're on, either YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, and then a text box for your question. Throw your question in there and we'll get to it. And of course, if you really do want to get my attention with a question, yeah, you know how to make it ding. There's links down below. Yeah, if you want to make it ding, you've got to do either Streamlabs link, yeah, or or the merch link. Yeah, now we should be pinned merch in the chat. I decided I'd showcase off the mug. Yeah, because this is my drinking water. There you go. This is the official Crack On mug. Corbin Wills on it. Yeah, and everyone loves a terrainiac. We're good with our hands. And I'm using this for my painting water. Painting water. Oh, right, I see 2 questions in. What? Clocks don't go forward until 29th of March in the UK and Europe, so no need to worry about it just yet. We don't have to worry about that. We'll be in the States, Jace. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Corb will be with us. We'll be with my mate Dave Taylor, and we're looking forward to it. James says he went for the green version. It's his favourite colour. It's mine as well, to be truthful. When he runs out of questions, he goes to bed. I do. Got to have a proper bedtime. Get yourself, you know. We've cracked 100. Hello, people. Right, now, we have to have a chat because I've got something to show you that's down here. I really want to show it off. I'm dead excited about it. It's a bit big. Just give me a second. Let me get it out. I'm going to need both hands. I'm not. I think I can grab it with one. Right. I've got something. Yeah. Got a new hat. Yeah. You got to have a giggle, haven't you? I've been saying, Sam, looking forward to your Adepticon coverage. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Pardon me. All the junk coming off from cutting down on smoking. I have not quit yet. I'm managing it. I'm just ticking along. Yeah. Have you seen The Death of Hope Part 1 yet? I haven't, but it rings a bell. Someone has mentioned that to me. But we need to talk. Right. There are lots of fun this evening. Yeah, well, not just that. There's a certain trend on YouTube. Yeah, you may have noticed it. That a lot of content producers in our game are starting to make their language a little bit more adulty. Now, there's this thing going around in America called Copter. Now, it's not a virus, yeah, it's a bit of legal code, but basically, if you produce content for kids, it gets iffy over the legals for the advertising, and you can get fined. So, a lot of producers, including myself, are starting to include just a few little, not kiddie words, but not really dropping the F-bomb. And it's just another way of showing this is adult content. So, yeah, there's a little bit of cheeky. Can't say he is definitely in a mood. I am. Mischievous Mel. Hey Mel, I went and bought Blitzball yesterday. Haven't seen Blitzball. Right, let me show you something. We are going to switch to the next camera. Let me know if you think the quality of the picture on this camera is better. There we go. I think it's a little bit dark still. Yeah, but what do you think? Yeah, I haven't quite got the colour balance looking at my skin, but I'm getting there. Yeah, it'll be better when we get into the other room. One of the issues I'm having with the light and the balance is I can't put the lights behind the camera. I'm having to bounce them, and that's causing all sorts of issues and colour balance issues. When we're in there, and we won't be long because we are really getting there. Yeah, it's looking good. What do you call it? I've got the space to sort the lights, so I think we'll be able to fix the lights when we're in there. So I'm not going to spend any more time improving the picture other than what I've done with regards to the quality. Anthony's saying, I had the pleasure of talking to you last Adepticon. I hope to see you this year too. I hope to see you there too, mate. Yeah, remember guys, if you do see it at Adepticon, come up and say hello. I want you to. Don't ignore him. Yeah? I'm only over on your land for what you call it. For Adepticon, so come say hello. You might want to turn the autofocus. Not just yet, mate. I will when we're in there on a static thing, but right now I want to bring it up to the camera and be able to focus. So, baby steps, like everything. Bit of a gap at the top, need some filler in. I did bang it together, to be truthful. It is not a problem with the kit, okay? It's a problem with the Mel. You know me. To be perfectly honest, I was banging it together, doing the video with Jace while we were chatting and having a laugh, and it was really nice just to sit down and do hobby. Do you know what I mean? And just have a laugh. And with all work and with all the family stuff and the health stuff, I'd forgotten how fun, how enjoyable this job is. So I'm looking forward to really getting into it this week, to be perfectly honest. Right, so let me show you what I've got. And I've got to pronounce it from memory. This is the Seraphon Realm Shaper engine. Yeah, from the Age of Sigmar, the Warhammer Age of Sigmar world. Yeah, now it is a plastic kit. There is a video for this. It is on the channel. It's one of my latest uploads. Yeah, you can have a look at the sprues and that sort of stuff. It's quite a nice kit. I put it together without the instructions, okay? Which is why I've got a bit of fiddly bits. I didn't attach my supports until after I'd put the top bit in. And also, I've got a little bit here that sticks out. Because I think I got this one mixed up with, which are the doubles? With that one, I think. Yeah, but nothing we can do about that now. Yeah? So, Yes, now I did review this kit anyway, and I'm just showing it you with paint on. We'll have a chat about it in a second. Let me bring that up. Right, come on, get your angles, folks. Come on, let's get better at this sort of stuff. Are you going to autofocus? Of course you're not. But you're going to autofocus on that, aren't you? You're not, are you? See, anyway, it's really nice. Right. If you won't autofocus on that, I will autofocus on you. Adjusty. We need names for the camera. What did we decide for the names? They were the drones from Red Dwarf, weren't they? They are. Look at that. Yes, if you notice, paint, water. Yeah. Chocolate milk. Corb opened the bottle. I've got to finish it. Right, so someone's screaming, the Scuttlers. Yeah, but what were their names? Crotch Shot. I know. Calm down. Glad to see they're improving the quality of their big kits since the days of the Wars of Martyr. They have improved the quality of the kits, and I do like it. Now, obviously, a quick run round, 6x6 inch base. Yeah, you're looking at approximately 7 inches to the top of the glowy engine thingy. Yeah. Be aware these pieces need to be paired with the energies, and it is best to follow the instructions and put the supports into the corner pieces as you go, and make sure that you put in the little panels here, yeah, and here, yeah, correctly. Dry fit. Right, the inside of that model would make an amazing pit. No, the vines run wrong, I think. Anyway, with regards to the vines, there they are. Yeah, so on the inside, yeah, each half has vines. And the way it works is there's a straight section and there's an add-on section. So you can switch these round and turn them upside down, and then switch these round and turn them upside down, and it works. Okay? Now, I did mention on the video, yeah, about embedding this into like a mountain and that sort of stuff. And if you decide to do something like that, take this back end off and use these stairs and a bit of this and embed it into here underneath, yeah, to give it a bit of height. I did think about that after the video, and I think that's a way to go. I like this discussing things after the video. Hey, would it be good if, you know, like, I mean, I'm getting back, I'm going to be producing videos. They're going to be little short ones to start off with, yeah, but it's getting good, guys. What about if on the Sunday night show, yeah, we do like a quick recap, and actually no, I'm doing that for Patreon. Sorry, that was for the patrons. Oh, I've got 8 questions in. Right? I've got questions. Everyone wants me. Yeah. So anyway, obviously this isn't on sale yet. Now that's the biggie, isn't it? Yeah. So this isn't on sale yet. So let me explain that. Let me tell you a story about a little I was trying to do the Fresh Prince there. Didn't work. Yeah. Right, let me tell you a little story. Yeah. I've been building terrain since, you know, yeah, but I got into wargaming around 14, and I got into Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and Warhammer has always been part of my life. I mean, if I just angle across, yeah, you can see, yeah, there's a Blame Blade, well actually it's a Hellhammer, Layman Russ's, Sentinels, and all my wargaming books, and there's a lot of Warhammer on there, yeah. So, yeah, Warhammer's always been part of my life in one way or another, which is a good thing, yeah. But I've never, with the channel, I've never really engaged with Games Workshop because, in all honesty, as I always am, Games Workshop, until they had this dynamic shift and really engaged with the community, they weren't the best with the community. Now, they have turned that around, and, you know, all on them for that, and you judge people as you go forward. You know what I mean? Not what they were in the past, but who they are now. Simple as. Yeah, and so I quite liked them, but I didn't want to get back in to GW until I knew it wasn't going to be a risk for my channel and that sort of stuff, because it's how I support the kids. You know, it's how I make my living at the end of the day. And so, you know, you don't want to take risks with things like that. So, yeah, I've backed away. But with the new change, I've been trying to reach out to them. Now, what I decided to do, the Fresh Prince of Stoke, what I decided to do, yeah, was I decided to buy a plot of land just opposite the GW building, erect a large signpost, yeah, with my face on it, and the words, I have 100 and almost 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. Send me free terrain. And they did. Actually, that didn't happen. It would have been good. It would have been bloody epic if we're honest, wouldn't it? Yeah. What actually happened was, whilst over at Adepticon April last year, I became good friends with a couple of the GW staff who were over there, you know, their event staff who were over there running the tournaments and that sort of stuff. And because I was there, a guest of Adepticon, you know, I got to hang out with them behind the scenes and after things. And we, you know, I've got a couple of good friends from there now. Yeah, no names, obviously, that sort of stuff. But you know, they've been sort of like, Mel, let's put you in touch. You know what I mean? And they did, and we've had chats. Now, GW wasn't supposed to send me anything until I finished the book. Yeah, but I think they got a bit keen or forgot that little detail, and they sent me this. Yeah, so I had to get it finished for them. And it was only a quick job, and I have just given it a quick, bit of a quick prime. And it's not the best of primes, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, but we can have a play with it. We can chat as well. Questions are coming in. Trainaholic, hello matey. Hey Sue, hey Bill. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks as well. Right, Sam, I see your comment, no worries. Right, okay. Now, there's been no dingalings, yeah, and so I'll leave that lot to you, but we're going to get into the questions, and if you appreciate this stuff, you can make a dingaling. Now, with regards to the GW thing, so yes, we made contact. We are at the start of a very, very, very basic relationship, which is they send me relevant stuff, terrain-wise, yeah, before it gets released. I put it together, give you my thoughts and do a quick video on it, put it out there when, you know, in agreement with when they say, okay, Mel, you can release it now. And that's all we've basically got. I can't tell you what I've got, I can't show you what I've got, that's the basic rules, yeah, and you know that's the way it works, because how the hell can I make the video and put it out there on, you know, and release it in time if I don't have it, so that's the way it works. Now, there's nothing else. There's no engagement with Warhammer Official. I'm not doing shows with them. I'm not anything. That's all we've got right now. We'll see where it blossoms from here. But I think what you want with these sort of things is just one of those things where we've got to build trust in each other, and they see that it's worth working with me, and I see it's worth working with them. Yeah, but it is looking rather rosy. And, yeah, not only did they send me this, yeah, when they found out that Corb was a Dirty Towel player, they sent him some boxes as well. Yeah? The Tide Wall shield line and the Tide Wall gun rig. And apparently, well, I've seen it, the bloody gun in this is big. You'll be seeing these when Corb brings them to a video, probably later. Well, it'll probably be after Adepticon. This is hobby stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah? Now, on top of hobby stuff, Mel also made a large purchase of hobby. Yeah, but it is for the channel. There will be videos on it and that sort of stuff. It's mine and Corbin's Kill Team terrain. You may have seen pictures on my Facebook page. If you haven't seen my Facebook page, the link is down below. The Terrainiacs group is also down below. If you're not part of that, get in the description. Click the Facebook links. Get yourself in the group. There's 22,000 of us, and you know we all love terrain. So you're in good company, and we're good chatters in the group. And I'm chatting more now. I'm getting in there. Right, so I've got these sent. Mel, send me free stuff, please. GW, okay. Yeah, that's basically. Yeah. Well, you know, I had a few friends to grease the wheels. Thank you. Right, I have got questions. I can't tell you what, wearing jeans. Oh. I bet you God it's not the crotch shot now, aren't you? Jason Hall saying, I need to get Kill Team. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. We've got 130 on the old YouTube and 6 of you on Facebook. Right. Let's do some questions. And we'll take it from there. Because you guys are asking questions. Individual. I'm going to have to make that bigger. Oh, pre-show question. I forgot they were even an option. Right, pre-show question. This is coming from Alex. Hey Mal, have you ever had any really good finds for terrain making materials from things being thrown out? You really asking that, mate? Really? I stay in a block of flats and acquire more blocks of polystyrene than I can use by just gathering it from packaging left alone when someone gets a new appliance. Oh man, dude, I'm a right scavenger. I had to get a second studio. So yeah, I certainly do find terrain elements all over the place. And when I find them, I keep them. Also, Studio 2 is up and running. Yeah, me and Jason there, we're doing basing and that sort of stuff for the final book elements. It's looking good. It's very functional. It's basically a pile of stuff in one corner. Yeah, an old office desk with like a scroll saw, a belt sander on it. We're going to put another office desk on there. We're going to set up the airbrush in there and that sort of stuff. But I have a dirty workroom now. Well, actually, I'm going to be playing games in there, so I suppose it's a dirty playroom. Bin Mel. Bin Mel. What do you mean, Bin Mel? Right. Next question. Question 2 of 12. Right, that was Sam's. I've already answered that. Tony. Tips for using tile grout for basing. I've tried using normal wood glue and it just clumps. And that's from Tony. Whenever I've used tile grout is it's a lot stodgier, yeah, and firmer than than filler. Yeah, which means generally you need to apply it with a spatula. I do find when you're doing bases with tile grout, what you can do is mix in a bit of aggregates, small grits and stuff like that. That'll make it easier to apply, yeah? You'll understand. And then once you've applied it, I find just applying a little bit of water over the top just to soften it, yeah? And that'll soften any peaks and bits that you've pulled away from your spatula or however you've applied it. And that will normally, that's my tips for that for basing. Hey Boyd, I see you on Facebook. Hello mate. Hey Craig, how do? Congratulations to Craig Burks. Uncertain Scenery is now working with Foreground. You'll have to tell me more about it, Craig, and come around for a coffee, dude. James, yes. He got that jumper from a skip. You shouldn't have joked about this, mate. Burgundy's my core colours. Core colours, they're all on my medical core. Retract. Or I will. Next time you're in the studio, I mean proper, I will flock you up, mate. I will flock you up badly unless you retract the insult against my core colours. My bedroom's burgundy as well. Doesn't mean I've got an army bedroom. Yeah, I just like burgundy as a colour. And no, you can't see my bedroom. You lot, I know what you lot are like. Cat saying, repurposing, recycle, reusing, this is my life. It is. I actually think of it as a game and how many things I can give new life to. Right. Can I even have customers bring in stuff for me that they figured I could find a use for? I had to stop the mums on the schoolyard. I used to do all the school runs and that sort of stuff. So I got to know loads of the school mums and school dads, the kids growing up, and they know about the YouTube channel. And so, so they were always bringing me polystyrene, and at the start I loved it, but I became like the schoolyard polystyrene dump that if they had any packaging they wanted to get rid of, I'll take it and just give it to Mel. I had to stop them. Jimmy's saying Luke APS is probably the biggest user of tile grout. The man lives for this stuff. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, tile grout is good, but my flavour is, I'm finding it, I'm more of a filler guy, but I am exploring the world of Artex, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think these things are, one, you find something that you work with, and Luke obviously, finds, tile grout his thing, and Jeremy finds something his thing, and I've got my thing, and I think it's how you work, and perhaps the speed of what you want to work and what you want to pull off. I mean, we all dabble in each other's pockets at the end of the day. Hey guys, how are you doing? Hey Luke, hi Jeremy, if you see this. Yeah, Luke, you are going to have to come up for a brew and a coffee, mate. Yeah, but let me get stuff sorted and we'll talk about that in the summer. Jeremy, if you are ever in the UK, you are very welcome to stay over here at the night. Yeah, I've got bunk beds in the kids' room, mate. I was chatting with him on Facebook earlier, and he was having a bit of a banter about washing machines in the UK, how we keep them in the kitchen. So I was sending him photos of my washing machine. Yes, us YouTubers behind the scenes, actually we do talk and we do have a bit of a banter, and it is good. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people think it's like a competition between YouTubers. Maybe it was a long time ago, in the early days. But I think we've all realised that everyone loves terrain, everyone watches everyone's channel, and just do what we do because we're all having a bloody great time. I mean, I haven't caught up with Luke's or Jeremy's stuff yet. I'm still catching up with my channel stuff. So I'm focusing on catching up on stuff and getting ready for the next phase and sorting it out properly and giving, really upping it. Yeah, quality of video wise and getting regular and, the things I need to do. New life, new house, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. But, going back, I quite like it. Yeah, so yeah, Luke, come up for a brew, mate, sometime. Let me get a Depticon out of the way and we'll do that in the summer. Jeremy, if you're ever over here. Also, Gareth from, DMG Info. I saw him hanging around Jeremy's post. Yeah, if you're over here, in fact, hi. I've got bunk beds. Right, shall we continue? I think we've answered Tony's grout question. 4 of 15. Now listen, if you are appreciating the show and you seem to be, come on, play with me dingling. Make a dingling, just go down below and the description. New mouth. Right. Ask decorators about Artex and listen to the swearing. I've got it on my watch. I've got it in the hall. There may still be a competition between YouTubers. The difference is you are hobbyists first and they help each other out. Oh, nice. Is there cake today? No, I've ate it. Yeah, I made muffins yesterday and I ate them all 4. But thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, Falco, nice one. He gave me an oh yeah. Right, don't drink that. That's it. Sleep over at Mel's. Oh, stop it. Don't give Jace ideas. He'll be on about Melcon again. And that might be happening later in the year. Right. Michael Campbell saying, could I talk you into doing a guide for making terrain for Spaceships Gaming? We did a list. I've got a load of stuff for it. We never actioned it, so it's certainly doable. If you do like these requests and would like to see where the channel's going, I'd be a patron, because when patrons are going to be having a lot more power on which direction I go. I'm going to end up making a castle, aren't I? That's going to be the first bloody thing. I like castles. Right. But yes, you could talk me into that. I do have plans for that sort of thing and doing a Let's Make series. Yeah, we'll cover what, you know, I'll do it Mel's typical style, i.e. I'll cover all the bases and do a nice long rambly video on everything so you know what you're doing. Mel, you handsome devil, how the hell are you? Oh, they're good actually, mate. Right, let's crack on. New Fenris Railroad. What do you think of Hearst Arts moulds? I do like them. I do use them. I've got them in the studio. I've got. We did Corbin and Willow's D&D dungeon out of them. Yeah, and so I've got mainly the Fieldstone moulds and a lot of the accessory moulds. I haven't touched the sci-fi or the gothic or any of the new stuff that. Yeah, they're a lot of work. You know what I mean? And I think with the terrain I'm making and everything, they're a lot of work, but the kids love casting them. Gary's saying, so anyway, with regards to Hearst Arts molds, there are reviews on them on the channel. If you search Terrain Tutor Hearst Arts, you'll find a video done in the old kitchen. Can you get whatchamacallit bars to sponsor Malcolm? No, I can't. I'm on Twitch. I can't do product placement, I don't think. I could have been iffy, couldn't it? I need to sort this colour balance. Makes me look bloody awful, and I'm not. We'll sort that. Not sure. We'll get in that next room. Diggers Outdoor Castle, you know, medieval structures that revolve around fantasy landscapes and such. I do know. Sam Matthews. Hey, it's Sam. Sam, just to let you know, Sam is an old friend from college. Yeah, obviously my Facebook page, my Terrain Tutor page is obviously linked to my personal profile for my friends. Yeah, they can see me, it's, you know, and so obviously, hi, it's Sam. Yeah, so I've got Sam and her hubby Craig in. Have you not got married yet? Right, this is not a conversation for YouTube, is it? We'll have a catch up. You two guys should come round and roll some dice. First watch from the missus. Listen, you two should come round. But anyway, I'm supposed to be doing the Terrain Tutor, not chatting with my mate. I've got everyone messaging me, things dingling. Right, let's move on, because you guys are firing me questions. Oh, Jason Hallscott. I've been trying to figure out what grout powder to use with my ground cover scatter. But I'm not sure what to look for. What would you advise, Mel? Grout powder. You see, this is difficult because I don't know what access, you've got to products, what products they are. And I'll be perfectly honest, I've never used grout powder. I've used grout out of a pre-mixed tub, yeah, but I've never mixed my own. So I'm sorry, mate, I can't help you with this one. Yeah. No. See you. Yeah, Sam. What shall it? I'm trying not to have conversations with my friends whilst answering questions. I need to get better at this as well, don't I? Yeah, because we want to start capturing these clips and these questions and putting them out as separate content to increase the content that's coming out on the channel. But that relies on Mel actually sticking to topic for more than like 30 seconds. Yeah, and so I need to switch that off as well. 101 jobs. Right, so going back to the grout powder, I've never used it, mate, to be perfectly honest. So I'm going to bounce that over to Luke APS. Yeah, and go have a look at what he does, and he's probably the guy to ask on that because he's Luke. He's grout king. Right. I see people chatting. I see you. 7 of 17. Mario's asking, apart from static grass and green flock, are there any other ways to make a green table suitable that looks for regiment-based games like Kings of War or Old Warhammer? Yeah, you don't have to go down the scenics route. There's no issue with laying down just texture and painting it green. Yeah, giving it a dry brush, yeah, with a lighter green, and that works quite well. And it allows a flat, stable base, and with bits that don't come off for regiment games. There's also no reason why you can't get large beach towels, green beach towels, fix those to a board. So spray adhesive, you know, latex spray adhesive, stick it down, tack it in. Yeah, maybe some dyes, that sort of thing. So that's quite good because you get a nice effect, and you can put terrain on it, and anything with weight will sit flat. Yeah, so there's a couple of, what you call it, you know, there's a couple of answers for you straight off the top on that one. I don't want to go into too much on that because there's loads of stuff in the book, and I want you to buy the book. Michelle saying, Mel, you're a star. No, I'm not. I'm just happy to be here with you guys. Yeah, I'm making my first project today. Crack on. Made my first tree. Awesome. Thank you. No, thank you. You use what I put out there. You've made your hobby. You've made yourself happy. Yeah, I can have that. I'll take that as a win. Snakes and myself have an agreement. They don't mess with me, and I don't mess with them. I have the same agreement. I got bit when I was in Germany on exercise by an adder. Yeah? I took it apart with blanks. And anyone who knows about firing automatic weapons with blanks, close range, will tell you that is viable. Yeah? Jimmy, I'm not reading that comment, but it did make me smile. Right, today. I think both Lukes are Grout Kings. This is going to be the Grout episode, isn't it? Right, so moving on. Right, that's a question from Mario. Remember, guys, if you are liking this, dingle it. Megastorm. Right. Megastorm is saying, just want to say hi. I am Megastorm. Yeah, my first live with you. Welcome aboard, buddy. Yeah, new to modelling. Hey, welcome to the gang, the Terrainiac gang. You'll have to learn the catchphrases and get yourself down in the description in the Facebook group, dude. Yeah, but I'm a maker at heart. We're born that way, mate. Yeah, I'm so excited about what's to come. That's the joy of this. We build our worlds, mate. Yeah, we sleep and we have ideas and we make our worlds. So yeah, you could be excited because you're building what you really want to build. Yeah? Just got to stop watching and just do it. That is the key thing. And this actually leads me into something I do want to talk about. Yeah? Now, obviously I go to a lot of live shows and a lot of people talk to me. And I know a lot of people talk to me and they talk about the, you know what I mean, stuff. Yeah, and I know I'm a champion for that sort of stuff in the hobby, yeah, and I'm proud to be, and I'm glad it helps people, yeah, because you guys helped me when I had those problems, yeah, so I've got no issues with that, none whatsoever, yeah, I'm quite proud of it, to be perfectly honest. I'm more proud of that than I am the terrain stuff, yeah, and I know that's silly, but I'm a physio, aren't I? You know what I mean? My entire life has been based around helping people. You know, I was a combat medic. Yeah, I may have been army, you know, but still a medic. Yeah, and so I've lost my train of thought then. Right. Yeah, I'm more proud about the mental health stuff than the terrain. I am proud about them both, to be truthful. It's taken me a little while to get proud about the terrain, but you know, you find yourself as an artist. Anyway, one of the things that I hear a lot whispered in my ear isn't about the noggin stuff. It's about, I watch your channel, but I haven't built anything yet. Right, can we be absolutely clear? That has got to stop. End of. No more. I'm telling you. It ends. We crack on. Simple as. There's no more, I don't want to do this and all that. We sort it, we crack on. Yeah? Don't watch the show and don't build thinking, what's this going to be like? Watch the show, get some bits, put them together. Yeah? Make something better. Make it brilliant. You know what I mean? You've got all sorts of ideas. You're in your own home. You can make whatever you want. You don't have to show it on the Terrainiacs group, but if you do, they'll support you. Yeah? But make it. Make whatever you want. But for God's sake, don't watch my videos and not make stuff. Do you know what I mean? I know you come along for the ride, and I'm a hell of a ride, me. Yeah? I mean, it has been. It's been an interesting 5 years, this channel, and we do have a good laugh. But get some glue, get some polystyrene, and slap some stuff together if you don't make, guys. Please. Please. Anyway, that was my public service announcement. You do not need to build big. Get a knife and some glue and start. Come on, let's get a bit of positive reinforcement on this. Yeah? Everyone start telling, yeah? Come on, let's get building. Jace, we need to have a chat about doing something with the Facebook group so that, we have a monthly build theme, yeah? Or a pledge system, yeah, where we can bring people in, yeah? And you, the rest of the community, can jump in a thread, you know what I mean, or a topic or something, and we can get people actually building and we can support them through that, okay? On one of our field exercises, the cook left out some pies. While on guard duty, a friend of me heard a noise come from the mess tent. It was 3 raccoons going after the pies. It happens. Cardboard boxes from the kitchen, foam from the trash cans, broken toy bits, slap them together and go for it. Exactly. Leonard Tigamortis, I like that. Mel, this should give you a laugh. After 65 years and one odd, the hobby shop's closed. I spent close to £1,000 at £50 off. Yeah, that'll sort you. If you're going to drop in that. Listen to Uncle Mel, kids. Do what he says, not what he does. I'm not having it anymore, Jace. You're not picking on me in the channel. You and Kat. I've seen Jez about, but I know what you like. And there's Tanya, now she's a moderator in the group as well. And I think Kat is. Not sure if we managed to sort that. Jace will tell me. Craig said, I went to Salute one year, looked at the MDF scenery, thought I could do better than that. And now I have my own company. Just do it. Nice. Pagan. Don't forget us lowly terrainiacs when you sit in the sun with your big frig wens at GW. It's never going to be like that. Mel doesn't roll like that. In the past 5 years, the channel has changed. Mel's just been Mel. And Mel is never going to change. He's just a guy who's here, who's happy to help. Yeah? And I love everything. Right. I may need more choco milk. Now we are cracking through on the questions. To my friends at GW, I might have to do something with this later. In fact, yeah, I am thinking there's a good possibility, yeah, I'm going to take it apart and repurpose it for my kill team table. All I need to do is figure out what to do with the icons. I'm really avoiding the temptation of just snapping these off in typical Mel style. Pre-release and Mel just picks it up. No, show GW, you'll treat their stuff with care. I want to Mel it. Just take it apart and rebuild it. Right. Nothing wrong with buying kits or 3D stuff, but you don't need to spend much money to start. You certainly don't, yeah, and also, even if you buy kits, remember, it doesn't end with buying the kit. The kit is an element on a piece of terrain. Look at it that way. The kit isn't the finish, it's the start. It's the feature bit of the terrain piece. Spawning pool. Oh, I mentioned that in the video. Will you use that AOS kill team necro stuff? No, thinking Mechanicum in some way. Yeah, I dropped £300. Yeah, on Mechanicum terrain this week. Yeah, it's for mine and the lads' kill team table, but it gives me an opportunity to do a load of GW stuff, show off Ronnie's stuff. I've got a load of other stuff. I can do scratch building, and you lot have been screaming at me to do sci-fi for ages. So I just figured, now I've got the gaming space. Yeah, I've got the shelves in there. All I want to do is create a really good terrain set collection for 40k, because I'm a 40k player and I want it. You can mel it later, boss. Go get a scalpel and kill it, Mel. Give it some melly. GW, Mel, what did you do to the terrain we sent you? Mel, the dog ate it. I wouldn't say the dog ate it. I'd be absolutely honest and show them the video. And then I think they'd have no problem, because if I use Mechanicum parts, I don't think they're having a problem. Now our issue is, yeah, the icons. I mean, I can click these off. Yeah, I can repurpose that. Yeah, attach it to some sort of pylons. Yeah, turn this into some sort of energy generator. The top of this has got quite a good star setup on, but it's got like these 4 skulls. We can cover those quite easily because they're circles. So I just need something circular the same. In fact, here. Right, let me talk you through it. Right, we've got these. Now obviously, these we're not going to get away with calling them Mechanicum. So they've got to go. This bit I can definitely repurpose in some way. Yeah, definitely. So we take these off, maybe change these out for some sort of supports or something like that, or antennae. Yeah, and then reattach these back in. Yeah, and then that's this bit done. This bit, okay, these have got these 4 circles on, and if you can just make out, what we're looking at is essentially it looks like an angry face. But the rest is sort of star and like, I can pull that off as Mechanicum, that pattern around the edge. Yeah, where all I've got to do is figure out what I can cover those with. Now the Mechanicum sets come with portals, pipes and all sorts. Yeah, failing that, I'll just go find some funky buttons from my nearest haberdashery. That's what they're called, isn't it? Yeah, right. With regards to the sides, the only issues I have, yeah, is clearly, in fact, if I hold that there, that should stabilise better. You get. That's not going to work. Right, it's been a git. Let's do it to there. I'll be glad whenever we're in the other room we can sort these angles. Right, so my issues is if I bring them up, yeah, you can see the iconography there. We've got to cover those over, but they're all square, they're all the same size. Plasticard, textured plasticard, I'll do it in squares. Yeah. Now we've got the stairs, okay. Now the stairs, I need to have a think about. Yeah, just for the sort of lizard ends, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the snake bits. But I'm thinking if I drop a bit of green stuff in there, I don't know, maybe fill it out. Not sure on that yet. But they're the only issues with with the actual sides. Just the icons and those details on the stair. So I can cover the icons. Yeah, I've looked, and none of the icons on the inside extend past the past the actual outside rim. So anything I put down on there, we'll put it down. Someone's saying perhaps grill gated stairs, perhaps for the industrial feel. Could certainly do that. I'm thinking pipes inwards as well. You know what I mean? Connecting up in, or perhaps connect to a generator. So it looks like, because you know how I like to not build just stuff, but make it look like it's functional. So this powers this, and this goes and does this. Yeah, so my thoughts on that is, yeah, if we get some generator stuff, yeah, pipe this in. It's 40k, so just slap some skulls on it, a lot of skulls. I certainly could. I mean, what I could do is make a skull press mold, yeah, out of blue stuff, and make a load of green stuff panels. the icons look like they're raised. I don't want to sand them off. It's just going to be too much of a, you know, it's going to be too much of a pain in the arse, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Yes, this is an adult show, guys, because I'm not getting fined £30,000 because the video was labelled incorrectly and like the US government thought this was for kids. My content is not for children. Well, it's not for children under the age of adulthood. It's for adult children. Us lot. Right. Use the lizard iconography for the orc, snake, bite, clan stuff. No, I'm going Mechanicum. But I can cover these. Yeah, the stairs, I can figure what to do with those, I think. I don't think I'm going to have too much. What I could do is just give the insides just a quick skimmer filler. Yeah, and just take the entire detail off. Or I could come up with grilled fascias or something like that. Yeah, sort of rebuild the stairs with a different fascia. Yeah, and another lip, and just put them on top of these bits. Yeah, so that's doable. The bits at the bottom, they're not going to be an issue. So yeah, I can do that with this. You could just clad the sides with thin plastic card. I could, but I do actually like, yeah. I mean, there is the other option. We Dremel out all the icons. We put something on the inside, like a clear plastic, yeah, coloured plastic, and we put a tea light in it, and we have lights glowing out of it. Instead of covering up, removing them and turn them into another feature. This is what my unboxing videos should be like, isn't it? Sitting down with the kit afterwards and having a really good talk about what you could do with this kit. I think there's benefit in that. Some kind of Tesla coil scratch built would be good as top of the 4 pillars. I don't know if I bought one of those 4 pillar things. Unlike most shows, Mel tells you that you can do it from home. I do. Put in elevators. We certainly could. We certainly could. Yeah, Jason's saying drill them out and shove plastic and lights inside. We've just come on that. Right, okay. So there's ideas on that one. Right, I've got questions coming in thick and fast, and we are coming up to the hour already. I've still got 10 questions. Right, question 9, Omega Joe. Cheeky one. Have you seen the new Gazergle? No, I haven't, not yet. I'm dipping my toes back into 40k. I've got a lot going on. Yeah, I can't spend too much time on it. And I'm immersing myself slowly. Yeah, I'm getting myself out to my local GW, and it's been a long time since, you know, the Corbania Prime came out. I'm going to show you my Baneblade now. I've got a decent camera. So, now I'm getting my 40k out. I'm getting my big toy out. This is my Hellhammer for Corbania Prime, the Corbanian first. That camera's a bit dark, but I did that. Let me put it down there. Yeah, there is a wobbly bit. It got broke. Come on, there you go. There you go. That's as good as I can show you. So, you know, I didn't cut those canisters on, the battle damage. Yeah. Yes. Mel, go on, focus. Focus. Go on, focus, you git. Show them that Mel can paint. Right, put it flat. Show them Mel can paint. Don't. You git. I'm going to show you that I can paint. Or I could. Focus on that, you git. Go on, focus, 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 you git. They're really nicely painted for me. Right, on top of that, I'm a bit of a kit basher, as you know. Yeah? This is my patrol vehicle. Yeah, you 40kers should be able to recognise what you see there. Bit of plastic card on the top. And then underneath, if you're wondering how I did it, You Imperial Guarders should recognise those parts. And of course, I was military. Every one of my vehicles has proper vehicle recognition panels. Yeah, squadron numbers, colours. Not joking. Go on, focus you. But that's panel 2. So, yes, I am dipping my toes back into 40k and I am liking it. Right. Big screen. No one's done a dingling. Come on, guys, if you are enjoying the show, and plenty of you are watching and off. Yeah. The patrol speeder is very cool, thank you. YouTube is bleak old PC, so got it. Right, okay. Sponsons and turrets magnetised, yes or no? No, watch it. All glued on. I pick my designs and I go for it. There you go. Let me hold it up to there. There you go. This smelling. Right, let's crack on with some questions. Get this done. Okay, 10 and 19. Tim's asking, with Duncan Twocoats having left GW, will you work with him on this painting academy, or does your new co-op with GW prevent you from this? My arrangement with GW doesn't prevent me from working with anyone. Yeah, I did have a drink with Dunk at the party after Adepticon, in the after party, the staff after party. So I'd love to. Yeah, I haven't reached out to him yet, but yeah, of course. I think he's only Nottingham, so he's only down the road from my studio, and I'm no doubt now only down the road from where he's set up. So yeah, I did see that he'd launched Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I imagine he'll probably end up working with GW, to be truthful. But I don't know anything about that, obviously. Right, question 11, Bones. Hey Mel, I'm making dungeon tiles with hexagonal tiles cut out of thick card and glued down to create a paved effect texture with filler. How would you go about painting this to achieve a light grown slabs with a dark crack in between? I just dry brush them, mate. Yeah, I dry brush them. Yeah, and then if you really want to darken your cracks down, yeah, get water, or you could use a wash for it, but pre-wet. Yeah, yeah, get it nice, get the crack nice and wet first. Yeah, so that your wash flows into the crack. Yeah, rather than stains the edges at either side of the crack. Okay. Yeah, so that's the tip for getting a nice, for using dry brushing, but getting a nice dark crack. Yeah, without getting the edges stained, by simply wetting it first, and then going straight down the middle with your wash and letting that flow into the recesses and let the water act as a carrier. Okay, next question. Camera focus very nicely on the keyboard in the corner. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to drop it back and perhaps enlarge the image. But to be truthful, we don't need to be messing around with cameras whilst I'm in here, because I've got to figure them all out in there, so I might as well just do it once in there. Carry on terrain. Carry on terrain. Jace, write that down. Just put that in your book somewhere, in your little keep notes or something. Yeah, there has got to be something we can do with that. I don't think it's copyrighted, is it? Oh, please don't let it be copyrighted. Oh, matron, look at you flocking. You're going to have me howling, guys. Damn, I'm not even reading that. You're dirt. Do you know what? You lot have a right dirty mind. I'm talking about terrain and I'm trying to... You filthy. Right. David is asking, hi Mal, asking for the Virginia colony. Virginia, sweet Virginia. Any plans on adding builds for stimulating floating terrain, ships or islands, or to use on a game table in the upcoming book? No. In all honesty, there's no floaty island stuff. There might be an odd comment about it, you know, maybe a paragraph, but it's not in the book. Yeah, it's terrain essentials, mate. Yeah. It's on the list for book 2. Yeah, there is going to be a book 2. Yeah, and we are going to write it before we take it to Kickstarter. But forget about book 2. I'm finishing book 1. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, every step is a step forward. And as I'm getting better, I'm getting my mindset back in it, hitting into the, everything quicker. Now we've hit 10 o'clock and the screen's changed again, hasn't it? It's gone darker, because that changes. That's the second time this has happened. It happened last week at the same time. My red filter's kicked in. Yeah, we need to be aware of that when we move into there. So no, it isn't in the book, unfortunately, dude. Tin Albers, you're filthy, says the man with We're Good With Our Hands merch. What are you saying about the official TTT merch? Hey, what are you saying? What are you saying, mate? What are you saying? What are you saying? James, I'm not reading that one. Right. Carry on, campers. Extremes asking, do you have any other Seraphon models? Yes. Yeah, but they are very, very, very old. And they're in a box in there, buried. I have a toolbox and it's just full of lead models from 20, 30 years ago. And it's full of like rare and OOP metal of all the different ranges. I used to like wargaming as a kid. Right, Pagan Shredhead is asking, yeah, hey mate, how would you approach a large freestanding walls to stimulate a board being inside a giant hall, for example? I was thinking 5-6 high pieces and 3 to 6 length. No. At that high, you're going to be top heavy with a very little base. What you want to do is you want to go larger or extend the base. You've got to bring the center of gravity down, mate. Yeah. Now, if you can't do this, you've got to weight your bases. Okay. Extend the base out. Put little bits of rocks and rubble, some bricks. Yeah, to show fall, that sort of stuff. Another way of weighting bases is, I suppose, how could we do it? You could put coins underneath them. Okay, in some way, and disguise them. You could washers, square washers, metal brackets or bits of metal. Weight them, but disguise the weights at the bottom to bring the center of gravity down. I would recommend you don't do your high walls any higher, yeah, than 5 inches. Once you get into 6 inches, you get clothes catching on them with gameplay. 5, when I've done these sort of things, 5 is the sweet spot, if you know what I mean. Yeah. You will be better, yeah, doing longer pieces than lots of little ones. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about lots of little ones and then you can design the dungeon you want. Yeah. Your players will be forever nudging things and you will be correcting things. Larger pieces will have more weight. Yeah, they'll be more stable and they're less likely, so you'll spend less time adjusting them. Don't go down the little routes, mate. Go down the big ones. It's exactly what I did with our the kids' Hero Quest dungeon. I started making little ones with high center of gravities for their dungeon to make it modular. I ended up making larger ones, yeah, because it was more sturdy and that sort of stuff. See you later, James. Could you use nails or screws as a weight? Yeah, you certainly could. I mean, what you could do is perhaps invert them, yeah, and what you call it, they'd have to be pretty hefty, but you could perhaps see about inverting them, and what you call it, making them like, no, there'd be too many for spears and that sort of stuff. Just have a think. I mean, little bits of rock will work quite well. Tim's saying I use screws on XPS pieces. Works good enough. Yeah, that'll work. Large pieces are also what's about if you're caught in a tight spot. You can always club your opponent with them. True. It's nothing like dropping a bit of Herstart's Dungeon in a sock and beating your opponent to death. Hey, Ewan. Good to see you too, mate. Right. Talking a lot. Right, you bunch of rascallions. I've still got 6 questions. I'm cutting off the question thing. After this point, if you want to ask me a question, it's a ding-a-ling. Links down below. It's only £1. Come on. You're buying me a chocolate milk. So if you've enjoyed the show, cheers. I'm going to need more chocolate milk as well. Sam uses 1-2 pence pieces and can be used in dome bases. Nice. I like money. As in what you call it, coins for doing things. Everyone likes money, don't they? Right, moving onwards. Question 15 of 20. Do you know of Craftsman Steady Crafting? No, there's a lot of new crafters I need to catch up with, to be perfectly honest. Right, next, okay, I could be flying through these. Red Green's asking, somehow my chat is not... Oh, dude, someone's having trouble with their Facebook. Right, Miniature Adventures. Mel, have you done or would you consider doing some old world Lizardman jungle ruins terrain? It was a favourite back then. I never played and I never made. Yeah, but it would fit into my Burma build quite well, to be perfectly honest. Quite well. Can't do that though. Yeah. There's lots of things for us to cover, guys. Yeah. I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life, to be perfectly honest, so if I haven't covered it yet, I will. Happy times. Right. Right, question from Diggers. Not so much as trying to mod the live... What do you mean? Not as much as trying to mod Mel's chat in the live show tonight. What do you mean? Has there been trouble? I didn't even see. Tim's off to bed. See you later, dude. Nice to have you back. Nice to be back, mate. It's coming up to bedtime, isn't it? It's because the lights have gone darker. Does expandable foam react to polystyrene board? No, it doesn't. The reason being is that it's designed to be sprayed between the gaps of polystyrene boards as an insulator. So it's actually specifically designed to not melt it, or at least to bond with it where it joins, but it isn't going to damage it. Okay, so you've got no fears on that. What's up, Diggers? Ah, right, yeah, he's good. Right. On 19. Not your average beetle, Rusted. For the ziggurat, could you remove the top decoration, turn the body upside down and turn it into a pit? Certainly could. Have some pillars rising up from the bottom of the pit, raising the platform to stand on the decoration at the top, so it generates a portal generator, and then have the minis crawling out the pit. You certainly could do that. It would be a matter of basically, you know, snip, turn round. One of the issues would be if you take this bit, the top, you're obviously going to have to create a new bottom for it, and you're either going to have to embed it, yeah, or build up to it, yeah. But taking this bottom bit, extending it on some bits in the middle of this pit, yeah, that would certainly work. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on the vines. I think you'd need to use the bricks on the inside because I think the orientation of the vines is wrong because they're climbing upwards out of the pit. But you know what's a bit of a gutter? I actually think the iconography on the vine side is nicer. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you're going to get that, guys, to be truthful. Right. So yeah, that's definitely doable. Right now I'm attempting to make electric poles. I got the poles looking good. Now I need to make the insulators. I understand that one. Right, I am going to next question, and my next question is my last question. It's been a good show, hasn't it? Different gear. Hello, buddy. Do you use an extraction when using Airbrush in the studio? No, because I've got a sealed window. I've been after an extractor, and a lot of the times I have to spray outside. Now I've got Studio 2. I have got a window. I can use an extractor, and I'm going to start using it. Normally I just mask up and do a little, but I will be using an extractor. Also for my own health, you know what I mean? Same with cutting down on smoking with the aim to quit. Woo. Wow. See, I get relaxed chatting with you guys. I think my body's telling me it's my bedtime. Early to bed, got a lot to do tomorrow. Oh, right. So that was my last question. I've got a bit of personal admin to sort tomorrow morning, a few appointments, that sort of stuff, and then I'm back in the studio. I'm going to have a play with that. Yeah. You will get videos coming to you. You will get a book update this week. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to this week, guys. Yeah, so we'll see how it pans out. Oh. Right, I am going to call it now, folks. Listen, we are 1:15. Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes, a good show. I've had a good show. It's been great to feel back to normal and be good with you guys. Listen, all the best. I'll see you soon. Ta-da. See you, flockers. I shouldn't do that, should I? It's so naughty. Thanks, folks. Bye. It's like trying to hang up a phone, innit? See you, guys. I'm gone.